Hi, my name is Seth and I'm one of the managers at the AVANT Gaming House. I'm here to talk about the Vengeance K70 keyboard by Corsair. I've been using this keyboard for about 2 months now and I've been really enjoying it. Mainly, what drew it to me was the compact size actually, in comparison to the K95 the rest of the team have been using. So I like to travel a lot, I like to go to events, I'm a pretty social kind of gamer. So when I go out, I don't really like having this big ass keyboard just sitting in my bags. So yeah, I saw the K70 and was like, yeah, I'll give it a smack, and really kind of enjoyed it. So the first thing I want to kind of talk about are the switches. So this one has red switches, but you can order them in brown and blue. Now, I'm not a fan of having really loud switches, so I wasn't too keen on the blues. Yeah, so the reds have been going really well for me. They're nice, precise, overall really good. So the keyboard features full key rollover, so I can spam as many buttons as I want without worrying about the keys getting clogged and perhaps not pressing. For example, I play Rise in League of Legends and it requires me to be smashing a lot of buttons at once, and I don't have to worry about maybe not hitting one of the spells. So it also features the caps, which I guess we're going for a close-up, but you have the textured caps from 1 to 6 in WA, S, and D. You've got the backlighting as well. Unfortunately, it can't be customized, so it's only red, but you can customize which keys light up, which again I'll show when we do a close-up. You have your multimedia keys, you've got your play, your stop, fast forward, skip, all that kind of thing. You've got your mute and you've got your volume up and down. And yeah, you've got USB keys and your BIOS settings. Again, what kind of drew me to it was the compact size overall. Really kind of enjoyed the fact that I can transport it around. So let's have a bit of a close up and see exactly what we're getting into. I'm here with the K70 keyboard, taking a close up look. So the first thing I want to point out are the red switches. I've taken off the F9 key. You can see the red switch there. It's got the red LED. It's quiet in comparison to, let's say, the blue switch, but it is just as reliable. So another thing I wanted to point out is the lighting. So you can actually change the lighting manually by using this button. You hold it down for a couple of seconds until the lights turn off, pulsating red, and you can actually change the lit up key. So if you're playing in the dark, you don't want the lights glaring onto your monitor, you can change the keys you want lit up. So WSD 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you hold the key again, and that will set it for you. So you want to change it back to the full lit up, hit this key here, and hit it again, and change it back to the keys that you set. So it's a really handy feature. I kind of like it because I like to play in the dark, like the nerd I am. Yeah. Additionally, this key here also, it locks Windows key, so if you're playing a full screen game, you don't really want to worry about knocking it down and perhaps dying or getting yourself killed. Another cool feature are the media keys. So we have the mute button here, we have the scroll up volume, which is a little bit cooler in comparison to like a plus and a minus like you see on most keyboards. You have the stop, the back, the skip, forward and back, and you have the play and pause. So that's always a nice feature to have. Also the textured keys I was talking about earlier. You've got the 1 to 6 with texture keys and the W, A, S, and D. Now I'm generally not a fan of having the textured keys, but that's just my personal preference, no real logic behind it. So if you're a fan, you might as well. They feel really a little bit different, so it isn't that much of a deal. You also have the wrist guard, which kind of right here attaches to the bottom of the keyboard, just kind of clips on. Now I'm not a huge fan of it. I was saying before that I really liked how compact it was, and adding the wrist guard just makes it a little bit bulkier. So I don't really see much kind of purpose for it. Clips on underneath. Again, it's just my personal preference. There isn't any real logic to it. So again, if you like the wrist guard, then please don't really mind me. So I think that's really everything. It doesn't come with any drivers. It has no macro keys. So if you're really looking for a kind of a macro keyboard, the K95 might be a better solution. This keyboard's more for just people who aren't really be fussed by that. There aren't any drivers. You've got the USB port here if you want to touch on your mouse or headset in there, and then you've got your BIOS set up right there for your lighting profiles. That's really everything to do with the K70 up close. Those are my thoughts on the K70 keyboard. I like the compact size compared to some other keyboards on the market and the K95. Big shout out to Corsair for providing these for the gaming house.